Hey, so today I'm going to be doing the big girl tag and the big girl tag or the plus size tag, because it's pretty much like, it's been called those two things basically. So, and the first question is, what do you classify yourself as? And it says, like, for examples, curvy, fat, FAT, thick, plus size, heavy, ample, or PHAT. And I just classify as fat, FAT. I mean, a lot of people are afraid of that word, but I'm not, and that's just the one I use. And what is your body shape? Hourglass, spoon, rectangle, triangle, pear, and apple. That's kind of a hard question because I don't know. I think I'm between like two different ones. It's kind of between an hourglass and a pear, because like most of my weight's in the bottom of my body, but also like my waist like goes in and stuff, so I don't know. I consider it to be both, but I mean, I can't really pick one in particular. Number 3, are you comfortable / happy at your current size? And what is your positive as a plus size person? I'm pretty comfortable and happy at my current size, and like I feel like I'm happy like no matter what size I am. Like I feel like once you get to a certain point in like, which I'm not saying this is easy because it's not something that's easy to do. It takes work, a lot of mental work, and a lot of time and mental energy. So, but I feel like I'm happy at like any size I am. Like, bodies change, and my body changes a lot. Like, it goes up and down, like yo-yo constantly. And I feel like I'm happy no matter what size I am, pretty much. So, yeah. And what is your positive as a plus size person? I feel like a positive as a plus size person is that you can always tell when people are an asshole, okay? Like, and I'm not saying you can't always tell, but you can tell when they're an asshole towards like big people and stuff. Cause there's the kind of people, like I've been around these kind of people too, that they'll mostly do this when they're around me too. I'll have people that'll be like, they'll eat something and they'll be like, oh, I'm so fat, because they ate something. Like really, bitch, really? Ugh. Like, and that's the most frustrating thing in the world. And then you can kind of tell who you don't want to be around. You can kind of tell who to stay away from in a way when it comes to like fat phobic people and stuff. So that's a positive as a plus size person. And also for like a vain kind of answer, for myself being plus size, I think I would look weird if I was not plus size. Would you like to lose weight, and if so, how much? I don't want to lose weight, and I don't know why. This is something I don't understand. A lot of people when you're plus size, and a lot of people when you're plus size, and this has something to do with this question, but not at the same time. When you're plus size, a lot of people want to try and force that on you and try to like kind of make you think that that's what you have to do, and I think that that's wrong. I don't think that you should have to do anything if you do not want to. So basically, my answer to that question is no. And also I feel like this also kind of goes with that question. I feel like a lot of times weight loss can become a slippery slope. A lot of times it ends in self-hatred, and it ends in bad things, people doing bad things to their body in order to be a certain look and stuff. And I'm against the diet industry and all that stuff, and I feel like that's what a lot of people turn to for that kind of stuff. And I just feel like in general that is a slippery slope, and it was that way for me. It was a slippery slope. It made me like be miserable. So basically I feel like it can be a negative thing, and I feel like that's not something I want to be a part of, if that makes sense. I feel like if you want to be fit, you should take a weight neutral approach to fitness, because I feel like having a I have to be this way or else this and this, that's a negative thing, always a negative thing. And that's basically how I feel about that. And what is your negative as a plus size person? basically my positive is my negative. What I said my positive was earlier, the first thing about you can tell when people are assholes. My negative is just fat phobic people in general, because those kind of people, like, you just can't deal with them. They just kind of have no logic and stuff. And, like, I've had this happen to me before. Like, there's people that will meet me and they literally, like, they despise me just because I'm big, and they, like, are rude and not kind to me and stuff. Alright, so a fat thing that I do and think is funny, to be honest, is kind of immature, but if I'm wearing shorts or something and I sit on, like, a seat that's, like, not like fabric, but it's like leather or something, then it makes this noise, like this slapping noise, and it sounds kind of funny because this is gonna be immature to laugh at, but it sounds like a fart or something, and I just think it's so funny, and I don't know why, I just start laughing. But that's something that I do that I think is funny. And number 6, what is your plus size pet peeve? And my plus size pet peeve is clothes. Clothes, because these straight size stores, and this is personally with straight size stores, something that I think is annoying and that annoys me really bad, is when straight size stores come out with plus size clothes and they don't know what the hell they're doing. And, like, some of these companies do not know what they're doing, and they just do it so wrong. And, like, they'll make the clothes, this is how they do it, if this makes sense. First off, they'll jack the clothes price up about 50% or 100%. They'll double the price of the clothes, even triple sometimes. And then the clothes will be way uglier than the straight size clothes. Like, they'll just make them shitty, subpar clothes that are, like, expensive as hell. And I'm not here for that kind of shit. I can think of a couple stores that do it right, but I can also think of a couple that do it wrong. And I'm not going to talk about those stores, but H&M. Okay, now we can stop talking about the stores now. And basically, that's what I'm talking about. And I can't stand that shit, and I'd rather shop at a store that's directly for plus size people, because they do it better than the people that do it for straight size, then they just move on to plus size. But that's one pet peeve. And for another pet peeve I can think of is people that try to get in your business, and they think they can get in your business just because you're not skinny. Like, there'd be people that they want to know your activity level, they want to know what you eat, they want to know your whole damn life, and they think they're entitled to know that stuff. And they want to know your whole health charts, they want to know your whole life, background check, everything. And I'm not here for that either, so that's another thing. But those are my pet peeves. There's a lot more, but we don't have enough time for that. But and then number 7 is give us a plus size tip. And a tip that I can give is to use deodorant between your thighs when you wear a dress, or when you wear a dress, a skirt or something that's gonna have your legs touching. Do that. It will help a lot with chub rub and shit. And number 2, rock that crop top if you want to rock that crop top. Number 3, wear what you want, live your life, and just tag, if any of you guys want to do this tag, then you can do this tag. And I just tag everyone that wants to do it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Basically, that's it. And I just tag, if any of you guys want to do this tag, then you can do this tag. And I just tag everyone that wants to do it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.